Hello, I'm Jerry Rigged, and this is the Duskers Daily Challenge for January 9th, 2017. Looking at yesterday's leaderboard, I think I'm just going to have to get used to getting pushed off the leaderboard for easy ships that don't have too much variety in their numbers. Because I ended up 21st with a solid 805. 825, it would have been 825 if I gotten 3 scrap from the Sentry. I got 2. And I got pushed clear off the leaderboard by 11 positions. Looking at the leaderboard, we have Peak and CB Jars at 885. Machine God, Drakoi 907G at 865. Lord Winston at 859. Stis and Neg at 845. Timbort, Innocent, Blitz for me at 825. And I'm sure there were many more. So, congratulations everyone. Hopefully I can get my position back today. Today we have Motion and a Decontaminate. Decontaminate, not one that you have to deal with often, but it is one that can come up sometimes. We have 2 infestation types on a Medical A. Medical A, oh, dear God, that's huge. I'm going to go ahead and close D11 right now. And verify that is firmly installed. Okay, this is going to be fantastic for me. What I'm actually going to go ahead and do, which may not be my best option, but here's the deal. Ship scan? Only pulled up a couple things. Actually, I'm going to check one other thing first. Another motion. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and keep the motion on 1. I don't need it. Both of these rooms are actually clear. For better or for worse. So to that end, the only thing that I really have to worry about is remembering to type in that damn 1. And if I find a vent. Because I thought I heard Swarm. Now, I could be wrong. Oh, the only things I have to worry about. Also want to make sure that I don't deal with slime. Actually, I'm going to open that back up because, oops. Of course. Let's see if I can keep that going. Okay, the good news is I can get in 2 of these rooms. Oh, actually, I can check that already. Okay, well. I don't think it's gonna do me any good. Oh. I definitely do not hear Swarm there. I get the feeling I'm gonna do that the whole damn time. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, I'm gonna have to enlist some additional tactics here. All the more concerning because I'm spreading out my group. I want to think that I'm dealing with Sentry and Leapers again, but I'm really nervous about that. I thought I heard Swarm, but I'm not sure now. And if I lose Marvin, that's going to be a huge, huge loss. That's definitely been long enough. I'm going to check this one more time. Okay, I'm risking it. That does look like slime on the floor in there. Did you see that too? That might not be, but it's hard to tell. Of course, D21's the clear room. Okay, this room, for the moment, is clear. I know R10 is clear. So I can make this work. That is not a... R9 is not a big room. So I can clear that fairly easily. And that alone has been long enough. Okay, it's not slime. I've got another drone here. That's fantastic. Trappler and turret. I don't know I'm moving two, but I'm gonna move them all. Actually, I should have kept two there so that I could... That's alright. Take the turret for 3. So what I'm going to want to do now is clear R15. Wait, no. Because R16 was clear. And tiny. Okay, that's all I can get from there. You're going to hear that a lot, folks. I apologize for that. Well, the good news is R14 is clear. The bad news is I can't get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and bring... A1 back, or Drone 1 back. Because I'm gonna have to work from this side of the ship. I don't have any other airlocks there, and I can't get any further because of the generator problem. I have strong indicators now that it is not... that it must be Leapers and Sentries. I haven't had any doors attacked yet. I thought I heard some, but I'm not. Door 47 no longer responding, that's fine. I haven't seen slime yet, and I've explored about half the ship. It's been 15 minutes. Okay, here's a vent. Let me check the whole room. And then get out of here. This room's done. Okay. That's going to complicate things a little bit, but it didn't really matter. And every room here is a risk. If R11 can't be scanned, I'm really stuck. Really stuck. What weapons do I have? Trap and lure? And those are on my generator. See, I just thought I heard it, but I know for sure that this room, the 2 was safe. So... I'm gonna go ahead and drop a trap there. Actually, I'm gonna drop a trap and lure. I can do that to get through here a little bit faster. That's very good news. Very good news indeed. Even better news, there's the generator. Do I remember that? Yes, I do. Let's pick both of those up. And I also think what I'll do is I'm going to switch the motion out on Marvin. For the lure. That's clear as well. I didn't even notice that earlier. Which is fine. There's definitely leapers. It does not want to move. There it goes. Don't want to quite compromise that just yet. And I, at the moment, am not... Really? No new items, no new items, no new items. Okay, well, that answered some questions for me that needed to be answered. So that leaves just 2 rooms that haven't been checked yet. Let's see. If I move this back into R25... Hey! And if I actually even go the extra step... Oh, there we go. Okay. So that's the... No, that's not the whole ship yet. Okay, We've got one more room. That is R20. If that has a terminal, I can do pretty well. Move that out. Don't have time to double check. Okay, we're good, but it also doesn't really matter. There wasn't a terminal on that second generator set. I'm going to go ahead and close everything up. That is, everything is closed up. So here's my dilemma, I guess. I do want to get some extra scrap, and I'm sure that the infestation types now are swarm, or not swarm, are leapers and sentries. So, what I'm going to do... I'm going to bring 2 back in here. I've got a couple things I'm going to need to do. This will still take more time. And I've got 4 traps. Do I have 4 enemies? I can have 4 enemies. I can make 4 rooms. I can do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear R9. R6 is clear. I'm going to detonate... Oh, hey, actually I can do this. Haha! A successful use of decontaminate. So there we go. That's great. Let's double check. I mean, I've checked every room. There's no slime, so I can say that for sure. So I want to open D36. No. No, I want to go ahead and do this. No, I can't go ahead and do this. Two still has the traps, because of course 2 does. I need to do some, I need to be clever. I need to do some things real quick, and... I'm not going to need the gather anymore. You know what? I will, actually. I'm not going to need the interface anymore. I'm not going to need the toe anymore. Okay, so what I can do... I can check R8. I can keep a watch on R8. Where's my other motion? Does 3 have both the motions? 3 has both the motions. I don't think I'm going to need the lure for this. Okay, so R9 and R15 both have something in them. And what it is I can see... Okay, so I need... What I need to do is see how many things I can cram into R7. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close D17, I'm going to open D19, I'm going to open D36. D36 is probably going to be the first to clear it. Might not be, though. Oh, that could have been bad. Okay, I'm going to open D31 because there's something in R15 that I cleared out. I thought. There it is. Okay. This is going to be the complicated part. This is the part that's going to take some time. Is I want R8 to move into R7. Damn it. They're about the same size, though, is the problem. Okay, what I'm going to let them do is I'm going to let them normalize, and hopefully I can get everything over into the same side. Because right now I'm fairly sure I'm dealing with two enemies, sentries and leapers. Yes! Now I want to give it a little bit of time to move into the center of the room. They're not going to roam around or anything like that. 3 enemies, 1 bomb. And that was 3 leapers. Okay, well. I'm very glad that I didn't leave A2 open. John would have lost all of his health there. Both of those rooms are clear. I thought... There's one in R16, though, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately, I'm getting into the realm of tracking enemies that I'm not quite accurate on it. So I don't want to just rush in and be wrong, because that would be very, very dangerous. I will go ahead and open... No, I shouldn't do that without checking. Okay, I'm confident that's safe now. Yes. I'm fairly confident this is safe, but this might bite me. Okay. Is there one in R17, maybe? I can't help but feel that I heard it... I can't help but feel that there's 3 more, not 2. I know there's one in R22. Regardless, I'm done on this section of the ship. I'm glad I didn't let Airlock 2 fail, even though I haven't gotten anything for my trouble yet. Now I can let Airlock 2 fail, and that'll be that. Okay, I know I came out of 19, went straight into 20. I want to check this. That's not swarm. There's probably only 1 sentry on this ship, and I'm probably going through all this trouble for 1 scrap. I just wanted to be sure. I'm using so much of this motion. I'm actually going to use an entire motion. In fairness, there are 25 rooms on this ship. Huh. Okay. I wouldn't have been able to close it anyway. It doesn't matter. You're really good at this, aren't you? Oh, God! Oh, God, I almost didn't notice that. That would have been horrible. Horrible. Okay, what I want to do... This does give me a good opportunity to drive around a lot. Not drive around a lot, what's the word I'm looking for? Move enemies around a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a trap in R14. Open D6. I'm gonna push that into R15. And I can't do that from here because, of course, I can't. Okay, because I want to check. I need to check R18, I think it is. Must be, because this is R13. Huh. Okay. Let's get one back to 21. Yeah, I thought that would be clear. Okay. What about this one? One of those isn't clear. Or I'm just completely off on how many enemies are on this ship. Which I might be. R20 is clear. That's the last room that I cleared. R19 is clear because I was in R19 before I did 20. R23 is not clear because I moved something into it. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Because I do want to stick... I mean, I'm destroying these motions right now. But I do want to stick... Really? I do want to stick both of these things into one room. Just for sake of... I only used one trap. Or two traps, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and D15... You're gonna get stuck again, aren't you? Aren't you? Oh my god. Saying the only really bad thing with Duskers is the pathing does not consider their girth, does not consider their width, that they have any at all, if nothing else. Two sentries. Come on, no. One's going to be a leaper, one's going to be a sentry. All this work. I got 3. It was 2 sentries. I got 4 scrap. Wait for it. Wait for it. They're gonna get stuck on that thing. No, they're moving around. They're moving in line, so that's good. Big ship. Long ship. Arduous ship. Did things that I didn't really probably have to do ship. But it is over. I collected 4 out of 6 scrap on my out of the sentries. There were 9 rooms that I couldn't scan with ship scan. R4 is the only one that was my quote-unquote fault. Not my fault, but the other ones just didn't have a ship scan available. Total score of 1055. Could have been 1095 again. So this is the second time that there's been a max score of 1095, and I'm shorted because of sentries. But for now, I am in the lead. I want to expect... This is why I went through the trouble of... Or this is part of the reason I went through the trouble of dealing with all the enemies. Or I think it was all the enemies. I don't know. I might have lost track of 1 or 2. But there were at least 5 enemies. Which sounds right. It feels right. So I want to stick with that number. But there were at least 5 enemies, and you only have 4 traps. You've got the turret, but you don't want to use the turret on leapers because they'll kill you. You've got the lure, which I guess makes it probably work, maybe, but still, it's, you know, it's a risk. So there's ways to work around the limitations that you have, but they could present risks. Actually, looking at the leaderboard, so I scored 1055. Dargard was next at 1026. Most definitely took radiation damage. And he might have gotten shot by one of the sentries, but I kind of doubt that. Deno 416 at 1010. But I'm the only one on the leaderboard. Did I lose an upgrade? I might have lost an upgrade. I'm wondering if... you have the luxury of rewinding. Either I did or didn't lose an upgrade. If I lost an upgrade, that's an extra 25 points. Could have made a difference. And it wouldn't surprise me if one of those did degrade. I just didn't notice it. Anyway. Yeah, that's strange. I must have lost that upgrade and no one else used theirs. I don't know if maybe no one thought about it. That seems unlikely, though. When people get trapped, I mean, I would hope that you're thinking, excellent, I can destroy some enemies. The fuel was in the first room. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how that score could have come about. So that is a little bit strange. The leaderboard currently ends out at 790, which is a good score. It's missing a lot from the ship, but at the same time, I can't fault really anyone for leaving the ship early. There were a few points where I do recall thinking, okay, well, I can't do anything more. And then I realized, well, let me check, and I found rooms that I could make sure that things were cleared out. I will say, with leapers involved, they take a lot of time sometimes, and that makes it dangerous. At least until you get the lure. But I didn't really use the lure heavily, and I could have. So, with a ship this big, there are a lot of things that can happen. And the time that I was on the ship, which was a long, long time, I saw 2 airlocks fail, or at least nearly fail, and 1 room breach, and 1 door fail. And that throws some variables into it. And especially if you didn't realize that you had the decontaminate, that would make it extremely hard to safely check and get whichever infestation type you'd put up in R5. So, whew. As I've been saying, if you haven't done your own run yet, you should have before you watch the video. I'm not telling you you can't. You certainly can. Get some tips, pointers. I think that for Duskers alone, even ignoring the leaderboard factor, I think for Duskers, it's best to go in blind. I've been doing it for the week now, and I have not regretted it. If you have done your own run, leave a comment. I'd love to hear of your own experiences. Even if you're in one of these top 10, if you look, right now, there are 2 people with the same score, and that's Ash White 12345 and Person Man 61. Everyone else has a different score. And that's unusual. This is a huge ship, so there's a lot of variety there and a lot of potential for a different value. But still, the sheer variety is almost unheard of. We have 17 people on the leaderboard right now. Yesterday, we had somewhere in the 50s, I believe, 54. And these numbers just keep holding up. I love it. So, you know, if you have done your own run, leave a comment with your own experiences. I'd love to hear, how it differed from my own. Everyone does things a little bit differently, and it's great. If you enjoyed the video, do please like, and have a good day.